What is up, guys? We are facing Loki on expert mode with Adam Warlock. So with the main team setup, we shuffle up these 5 Loki variants right here, and then we randomly reveal one to be our current villain, which is going to be this one. So this one has Stalwart and 3 attack, 1 scheme, and then in expert mode, we must defeat 3 of the Lokis to win the game. He also has 20 hit points, which we have set up right here. And we also put the War and Asgard side scheme into play right here. With Hinder 1 plus 6 is going to be 7 threat. This also has an acceleration. It says when defeated, review the top card of the Infinity Stone deck and then swap Loki with the random set aside Loki villain. And the main scheme will start off with 1 threat. And then we also create the Infinity Stone deck because Loki has the Infinity Gauntlet here. So 6 Infinity Stones. Let's shuffle these guys up. And then we are randomly going to start off with this one, reviewing the top card, which is the Power Stone. All right, and then let's shuffle up the encounter deck here. And then let's shuffle up our player deck. And then we're going to draw up to our hand size of 6. All right, and let's see what we got. So we got, I think we just want to keep White Tiger here. And let's go ahead and mulligan discard these 5 cards and then draw 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we're gonna use this right here as 3 resources so we can play White Tiger. Whenever White Tiger enters play from your hand, draw X cards, X equal to the villain's stage number. So he's on stage number 1. So we only draw 1 card here. Ooh, and we got Wolverine. Let's see, I either play Pip or I play Wolverine. I think we play Wolverine here. So let's use this as 4 resources. Should we play Wolverine or should we just play Pip and then save the double here actually for next turn? We have, let's see, we have 1 double gone here. I like to keep the other double. So actually we're going to play Pip. So this would be 2 resources. So you can play Pip the Troll. He comes in here with toughness. And then we're going to flip over here to hero form. We're going to have White Tiger and Adam Warlock both thwart for 1, 2, 3 from the War in Asgard. That will bring us from 7 down to 4. And then White Tiger will take a consequential damage. We're going to keep Pip here with his toughness to block for us. That's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. And then we're going to draw back up to our hand size of 5, keeping the energy in our hand. Okay. Okay. So it is Loki's turn. He's going to add 2 threats to the main scheme because of the acceleration on the War in Asgard. So this goes up to 3. Then he's going to attack with a base of 3, plus 1 is 4, plus a boost here. We're going to have Pip the Troll block with his toughness. The boost is 2 for a total of 6 damage. Knocks off Pip's tough. Then the Infinity Gauntlet says, after the attached villain activates, resolve the special ability of each Infinity Stone in play. If there are no stones in play, then we flip the top card of the stone deck into play. So we do have the Power Stone here, so you are stunned. And then we discard the Power Stone, and then Loki will deal us a phase 9 encounter card, which is Devious Sorcery in hero form. You are stunned. If you're already stunned, take 2 damage. So we are already stunned, so we take 2 damage. That will bring us from 11 down to 9. All right, and it's back to our turn. So we definitely want to get Beast out. I think, let's check our discard pile here. Is there anything else that we want? We could get a, with Blindfold, we have Soul World, we have K-Star. Not getting much of our upgrades and supports that we need for Adam Warlock. Let's see, if I play Beast, yeah, there's not really much for us to do with this hand currently. We could just play Arrows and save Beast for next turn, or we play Beast, then just play Arrows and have White Tiger do more authority. Yeah, let's just do that. So we're gonna have White Tiger thwart for 2 from War in Asgard. That'll bring us from 4 down to 2. she would take a consequential damage, get defeated. And then we're going to use this right here as 4 resources, so we can play Beast. When Beast enters play, search your deck and discard pile for a resource card, add to your hand. So let's look through our discard here for our energy resource, and we add it back to your hand. And this would be a double resource, so we can play Eros. And then, let's see, this Loki has a scheme of 1. Should we, oh no, if we clear this out, we have to flip the Loki, and I don't want to flip the Loki right now. So I think what we're going to do is flip over to Alter before he even has a stone to activate on us. Okay, let's have Beast Thor for 2 from the main scheme, dropping this down to 1. We'll take a consequential damage. And we're going to have Adam Warlock Thor for 1 from the main as well to clear this off entirely. And then we're going to flip down to our Alter Ego for more resources because we have hand size of 6. And it's going to end our turn. Yeah, let's ready back up. Drawing back up to 6. Okay, we got a Mystic Senses here, which is really good. Andy Triskelion I like as well, but no resources with it. So, Triskelion, Mystic Senses, yeah, okay, that's not terrible. So it is Loki's turn. He's going to add 2 to the main scheme because of the acceleration right there. He's going to scheme the base of 1 plus 1 is 2, plus a boost card here of 2. So he's scheming for a total of 4. 4 plus 2 right here is going to be a total of 6. Then since there are no Infinity Stones in play, he's going to flip them with the Gauntlet. We've got the Soul Stone. And then we get a face-out encounter card, which is Frozen, attached to your identity. As an alter ego action, we can spend a physical and energy resource to discard this card. Okay, so we do have that right here. Then we do these 2. Do we play Mystic Senses and then keep the Triskelion? And then we would not trigger the Mystic Senses, but I'm okay not triggering because we have allies that do a lot for us. And I do want to save the Triskelion. Okay, the thing is we still have 3 pool resource cards. So that's why I want to recover here. So let's use this alter ego action. Spend a physical and energy resource, physical energy, to discard the Frozen here. So let's get rid of this so we can now ready. And then we're going to exhaust, I think. Yeah, let's recover by 3. So I'll bring us from 9 up to 11, our full hit points again. We're going to keep the stun on us, and we're going to flip over here to hero form. And we will use this right here as 2 resources so we can play Mystic Senses. This is an upgrade. After you resolve Adam Warlock's Battle Mage ability, which we haven't done that this game yet, we can draw 1 card. Okay, and it's still our turn. Do we take another stone here? I think that's fine. Okay, so we're going to have Beast Thor for 2 from the War in Asgard and clear out this side scheme. Beast will take a consequential damage. This says, when defeated, review the top card of the Infinity Stone deck. So we get another Infinity Stone now. So we have 2, the Reality Stone. Okay, and then it says to, let's see, review the top card of the Infinity Stone deck. Swap Loki with the random set aside Loki villain. So we're going to switch Loki with one of these Lokis. Shuffle them up. And then we're going to randomly get this one now. So this Loki says he cannot take damage while a side scheme is in play. But currently there are no side schemes. And then 2 scheme to attack. So Beast did that. Still our turn. We're going to have Eros and Pip both thwart for 1, 2, 3. To drop the main scheme here from 6 down to 3. They both take consequential damage. And then it's going to end our turn. Yeah, let's ready back up. We are going to keep the Triskelion in our hand and then draw back up here to 5. Okay, we got Maria. Oh, we got our Karmic Staff, which is really good. All right, so it is Loki's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main scheme. He's going to attack us with a base of 2 plus 1 plus a boost here. We're going to have, oh, I put the wrong damage counter, so these guys should have 1 damage each for the consequential. Okay, so boost here, we're going to have Pip block this attack. The boost is 2, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. Defeats Pip, he's defeated. Now Loki activates all the Infinity Stones, so the Soul Stone says heal 3 damage, he's already at full, and give him a face down boost card. And it gets discarded, so next time he activates, he's going to have this boost card for us. And then the Reality Stone activates. Discard an ally, upgrade, or support you control. Let's discard Eros. And that will resolve the Reality Stone. And then we get a face down encounter card, which is Enchantress. When reviewed, search the encounter deck, discard pile and set aside area for a copy of Seduced and attach it to your identity. So we're going to look through the encounter deck here for a Seduced. Oh, right here. So we attach the Seduced to our identity. You cannot make basic attacks or play attack events. As after you actually spend a mental energy resource to discard this card. That's okay, we're already stunned anyways. Shuffle up the encounter deck here. So we can only get rid of the Seduce in Alter Ego because it's an Alter Ego action. And let's just clean this up a little bit. And then it is back to our turn. All right. Ooh, I want an aggression card, but that's okay. Let's use this as a double resource so we can play our Karmic Staff. We can exhaust the Karmic Staff to generate a wild resource. This would be a second resource, so we can play Maria Hill. When she enters play, each player can draw a card. Draw a card here. Oof, not an aggression card. I want to play Sorcerer Supreme and the Triskelion. Let's see. I think we miss Sixth Senses here. I want one of the big resource cards, and we're getting it soon. And then we flip down, I think. Okay, let's use our Battle Mage ability. Discard a card from your hand. We're going to discard a leadership card here. If it is a leadership card, we can give a hero +1 Thor, +1 attack, and +1 defense until the end of the round. So we now have 2 Thor. We can't make basic attacks or play attack events, but we can Thor. So let's go ahead and Thor for 2 from the main scheme. And then Maria Hill's going to Thor for 2. So it's a total of 4, clearing off the main scheme. Maria Hill will take a consequential damage. And then, I forgot, after we use our Battle Mage, we can trigger Mystic Senses. After you resolve Adam Warlock's Battle Mage ability, draw a card. So we should have done that before we Thwarted. If we got Nick Fury. Yeah, we're just going to save that in our hand. And then we're going to flip back down to Alter Ego again. And it's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. We should also be drawing Not My Responsibility and our triple resource cards for the pool aspect here. So we're drawing back up to 6, keeping these in our hand. Okay, we got a triple resource here, so we can make a big turn next turn. All right, so it is Loki's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main scheme. He's scheming for 1, 2, 3, 2 boost cards. If the villain's attacking, this attack deals damage to that character. He's not attacking, so it's just 1, 2, 3, 4 boost icons, or 4 total scheme. So this goes up from 1 to 5. Enchantress schemes for 2. Oh, and then Loki flips a stone after he schemes. And we get an encounter card under fire, surge, caught off guard, discard an upgrade or support you control. Let's discard the Mystic Senses, unfortunately. And then the surge under fire is another encounter card. We got a side scheme. Casket of Ancient Winters. It comes in with Hinder 1 +4 is going to be 5 threat. And Amplify icon. This has the same effect as all the other Loki side schemes. Okay, so we lost the Mystic Senses, which is a little bit unfortunate, but we can get another one down here from our hand. Okay, so it's back to our turn. We are going to exhaust the Karmic Staff to generate a wild resource. This right here, the self-control, double the number of resources card generates if your identity has sustained less than 5 damage, and triple the resource instead if you have sustained no damage. We're at full hit points, so this is a triple resource, plus the Karmic Staff is a total of 4, so we can play Nick Fury. When Nick Fury enters play, we can choose one. Let's pick the one and draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we got another triple. And then we can keep our stun here, and we're not going to be attacking. So let's flip over here to hero form. And then do we get down the mansion into a one way or another? So Enchantress will hit us for 1. That is absolutely fine. I think I want to... Okay, so we're going to... Let's see, what's our deck looking like? We're going to deck out kind of soonish, but not yet. Let's use triple resource self-preservation plus Carbon Blast can be a total of 4, so we can play Avengers Mansion. Then we can exhaust Avengers Mansion so we can draw a card. We got another triple, which is awesome. Deck is milling out. We want a Battle Mage, but not yet. We need to play Mystic Sense before Battle Mage. We have 5 cards left in our deck here. Okay. Let's have Beast swing for 2 at the Enchantress. He's going to take a consequential damage. Actually, we're not going to switch. We're going to have him thwart for 2 for the main scheme. Then he's going to take a consequence damage. He gets defeated. Okay, so we still have Maria Hill, Nick Fury. Let's see. Do we get Maria Hill into the discard? I think we do. So we have Maria Hill thwart for 2 from the main scheme as well. This will drop this from 5 down to 3. Should take consequence damage, get defeated. Okay, and then we want to. So what's our deck looking like? We have 5 more cards. Okay, let's do it now. We're gonna. No, we need Nick to activate first. Let's have Nick swing for 2 at the Enchantress. 2 damage on her. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, Nick takes a consequential damage. And then now we're going to play our one way or another. Hero action, search the encounter deck for a side scheme, review that side scheme. So we're gonna get the nasty Loki side scheme here. We're gonna get a natural storm and then we reveal it. The natural storm's one reviewed effect, exhausts each ally in play. Nick Fury is already exhausted. And it has a constant effect. Heroes and allies cannot be ready by player card effects. And then this will come in here with 2 threat. Now we can resolve one way or another and then draw 3. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then let's see. So this will be a triple resource still. So we can play our Mystic Senses because we have 2 copies. So we play the second one down. Then we're going to use our Battle Mage ability. Discard a card from your hand. We're going to discard Hope here. If he's an aggression card, we can do 2 damage to an enemy. So let's hit the Enchantress for 2. So she has 1 hit point left now. And then we can trigger Mystic Senses. After you resolve Battle Mage, we can draw a card. Shoot into a tic-tac-toe. Let's see, do we... we're going to be short on a resource to play a Cosmic Ward. Okay, let's play our tic-tac-toe. It's a 0-cost upgrade. Let's use 2 resources here. So you can play the Sorcerer Supreme. While in hero form, you get +1 hand size. We only place it, we have the Mystic trait. We do have the Mystic trait as Adam Warlock. And then let's put it over here. And then let's use, do we keep this? No, we can just discard it anyways. Let's use our tic-tac-toe's effect. Spend 1 resource of any type, so an energy resource here, to move a damage from a character to an empty space above. So we're going to heal Nick, move to an energy spot. And then if there's 3 damage tokens in a line, we can deal all damage to this card to an enemy and discard this card. Okay, and then we cannot attack because we are stunned and we have seduced. So we're going to thwart for 1, take it off of the main scheme. That's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up here. And we're going to draw back up to our hand size of 6 because of Sorcerer Supreme. And we deck out, get a face down encounter card, shuffle up the discard pile here. And we're going to draw, back up to 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. We've got some resources. All right, so it is Loki's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. Goes up to 3. Then he is going to attack us with a base of 2+1 and a boost card. Nick Fury blocks. The boost is 1, so it's going to be 4 damage. Knocks out Nick Fury. Then the Space Stone will activate here, or 5 damage because of Amplify. So this card cards on top of the encounter deck until a minion is discarded and put that minion into play. So we're going to mill down here until we get a minion. Okay, we got Loki. Alright. So Loki is coming in here with Toughness. He has 6 hit points. After he attacks and damages the character, stun that character. So now both the minions attack us after Loki attacks. We're going to take Enchantress attack for 1. So we drop from 11 down to 10. This guy's going to hit us for 4. I think we defend this for 2. So he's going to do 2 damage to us. That'll bring us from 10 down to 8. And then after he damages the character, stun that character, we're already stunned. Nothing happens with that. Then Loki deals with a face down encounter card, and we have 2. First one is Infinite Mischief. Shuffle the Infinity Stone deck discard pile into the Infinity Stone deck. So we shuffle all these cards together, and we reveal the top card. Which is the Soul Stone. And then we got and advance. So Loki's going to scheme here with a base of 2 plus 1 is 3, plus a boost here of 1. So scheme for a total of, well, 1 plus 1 is going to be 2, right? So scheme for a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the scheme goes up to 8. Then he triggers a Soul Stone. Heal 3 damage from him. He's at full hit points, but he does get a face down boost card as well. So this is Loki's boost card next time he activates. And then it is back to our turn. Okay. So let's use Avengers Mansion so we can draw a card. And do we want to one way or another right now? Probably not. Okay. So for the self-confidence here, double the number of resources the card generates if your identity has sustained less than 5 damage, and triple the resource if you have sustained no damage. We're currently sustaining 3 damage, so this is currently a double resource right here. This would be 1 more for a total of 3, so we can play Kesar. When Kesar enters play, remove 1 threat from each scheme in play. So 1 from here, this one drops down to 4, this one drops down to 7. Okay, we did that. And then do we play one way or another, or do we just use it for our battle mage? I think we want to battle mage it. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so we're gonna use our battle mage, discard a card from hand, a justice card. We can remove 2 threat from a scheme. Let's take 2 off of the main scheme. Then we can trigger Mystic Senses and draw a card because we use our battle mage ability. We drew into Hulk, which is really good here. So this is still a double resource. We use that to play Hulk. And then we're going to use this as a resource so we can play our Cosmic Ward. Force Interrupt, when you review a treachery card, cancel its one review effects and discard it, and then discard the Cosmic Ward, is a Force Interrupt. So it's 1 cost upgrade, must trigger whenever we review our next treachery card. Then we're going to have Kesar swing for 2 to knock out the Enchantress. And then, let's see, Kesar will take a consequential damage. Then we're going to use our tic-tac-toe here. Spend a resource of any type. We're going to exhaust the karmic staff to generate a wild resource to move a damage from Adam Warlock to tic-tac-toe. So we go from 8 up to 9. In the tic-tac-toe, it's a wild resource, so we put it anywhere we want. Let's put it on a mental. Okay, and then that is it. We're going to end our turn. Let's ready back up here. And we're going to draw back up to a hand size of 6 because of the Sorcerer Supreme. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So it is Loki's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. He's attacking with a base of 2, plus 1 is 3, plus a boost card here. So he has 2 boost cards. We're going to have Kesar block this attack. So 2 boosts is boost effect, attaches card to Loki so he gets his crown, plus 1 scheme. And then give Loki an additional boost card and a tough status card. So he gets a tough. He gets an additional boost card here. Okay, so it's just going to be 1, 2, 3 with the amplifies, 4, 5, 6 damage. That will knock out Kesar. Then he's going to flip a Infinity Stone because he's, wait a minute, did I do the, oh yeah, I did the Soul Stone when he advanced. Yeah, so flip a stone, we got the Space Stone. Loki's going to hit us for 4. We're going to have Hulk block this. Hulk has 5 hit points, so he takes that 4 damage and survives. And he gets stunned as well because Loki's effect, after he attacks and damages a character, we stun that character. Then we get a face down encounter card, which is a treachery card, Crisis of Infinite Deadpool. So we must trigger the Cosmic Ward and cancel its one review effect, so nothing happens with that. And then it is back to our turn. Okay, let's use Avengers Mansion so we can draw a card. Got another Cosmic Ward here. Let's see. I want to get Sunfire down. Do we... Let's use Mystic Senses first, I think. Okay, we're going to use our Battle Mage. So discard a card from your hand. Let's discard... I think we discard the Boot Camp here. So if it's an aggression card, do 2 damage and then we're going to hit Loki for 2. That will knock off his tough status card. And it bypasses the stun because it's not an attack activation. Bypasses this, is not an attack activation. Then we can trigger Mystic Senses and then draw a card because we use our Battle Mage ability. Ooh, Quantum Magic. Okay. I like the Quantum Magic here. Do we get a... Nick Fury. Do we have the resources for a Nick Fury? Yeah, I don't think we do, which is fine. So we play Sunfire and play Wasp. I think it's going to be the play here. And then we're going to be just short of knocking out Loki. That's okay. We keep Loki around for another turn. Okay, so we're going to use 2 resources here, 2 energy resources. So do we actually, let me see. Do we just make Wasp bigger actually? That's fine. We're going to use this as 3 energy resources so we can play Wasp. Wasp gets +1 hit point for each Pim count honor. As intro, when she enters play, place 1 Pim count honor to a max of 3 for each energy resource you overpay for her cost. 0 cost, we use 3 resources, so 3 Pim counters, and she has 3 hit points. Then we're going to use this as 2 resources so we can play Sunfire. After you play Sunfire from your hand, spend an energy resource. When you use the Karmic Staff, you generate an energy resource because it can generate a wild. Choose an attachment with the text hero action or hero response. This has hero response and discard this attachment. All right. Then we're going to have Wasp and Sunfire both attack Loki for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. And they both take a consequential damage. Then we're going to have Adam Warlock Thwart. Let's Thwart for 1. Let's take it off of the Natural Storm here. Okay, and then it's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. And then we're going to draw back up to our hand size of 6 because of the Sorcerer Supreme. Okay, and we got Soul World, so we can do a good healing soon. We got Kalu, Patrol, Quantum Magic. Are we going to get another minion here with the Space Stone? I think it's okay because we have Wolverine now. So, actually, let's check our, again, check our discard pile. How many more big resources do we have? 1, 2, we got 1 more coming up. Okay, so it is Loki's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main scheme. Goes up to 7. He's hitting us with a base of 2 + 1. What's a boost? Hulk's going to block this. The boost is 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. Knocks out the Hulk. All right. Then he's going to trigger the Space Stone, so this card cards on top of the counter until we get a minion, and put that minion into play, engage with you. And he might deck out here. Nope, he got the Frost Giant. So there's another minion here with toughness. Okay, and then they're both gonna, and then we discard a Space Stone now. And now both these minions activate on us. We're going to, do we take both? Is the question. I think I'm okay taking both because we have a Soul World here. Okay, so when Loki attacks us, we're going to defend for 2. So sitting for 4, we take 2 damage. That brings from 9 down to 7. And then after he damages the character, we stun a character, we're already stunned. This guy's gonna hit us for 3, so we drop from 7 down to 4. Then we get a face down encounter card, which is Seduced. Attach your identity. You cannot make basic attacks or play attack events. Okay, so that's fine. We can have 2 copies attached to our identity. All right, it's back to our turn. We're going to use Avengers Mansion to draw a card. And I think here's where we finally turn things around. So we want to use our Mist or our Battle Mage ability. This card from your hand. What's this card called? A Justice card. So we can remove 2 threat from the scheme. Let's take 2 off the main scheme. Then we trigger Mystic Senses and draw a card. After we trigger our Battle Mage ability. And I think we play a, let's see, we play Wolverine. We can play Soul World. And we could also Quantum Magic something. Is there anything that we want here? We could, let's see. No, I don't think there's anything we want right now. I think we're okay with what we got. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so this right here will be 4 resources, so we can play Wolverine. Wolverine's attacks have piercing, so he's going to swing for 3 at the Frost Giant, pierce off the tough, and then do 3 damage to him. Wolverine takes 2 consequential damage for attacking. Okay. Then we are going to use this as a, let's see, mental or energy, it doesn't matter. Let's use this as a resource so we can play Soul World here. After your deck runs out of cards, place a soul counter on here. As an alternate action, we can exhaust this card and remove the soul counter to heal all damage from your identity. Okay, then we're going to use our tic-tac-toe. So we're going to spend an energy resource to move a damage from Sunfire over to an energy spot. Sunfire is going to swing for 2, knock out the Frost Giant. Sunfire will take a consequential damage back again. Wasp is going to swing for 3 to knock out Loki. She'll take a consequential damage. And then, let's see, we're at 4 hit points. Do we heal from ourselves or from Wasp? So we have the Karmic Staff with tic-tac-toe. I think let's heal from ourselves. 4 hit points. No, we can heal from Wasp. So we're going to spend a wild resource to move a damage with tic-tac-toe's effect from Wasp over to a physical spot, because a wild can be anything we want. Yeah. All right, and then that is going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. And hopefully we can get our other Mystic Senses back in play. Drawing back up to 6 because we have the Sorcerer Supreme. And we're looking set up. We got the Mystic Senses, so we're looking really good now. Okay, so Loki's turn is going to add 1 to the main scheme. He's hitting us with 2 plus 1 is 3, plus a boost card here. We're going to have Sunfire block this. Boost is 2, plus 1, so 3 plus 3 is 6 damage. Knocks out Sunfire. Then he flips an Infinity Stone because he just activated. Got the Power Stone. That is actually good for us. And then we get a face-on encounter card, which is Exhaustion. Exhaust your identity and it's going to surge. So when it surges, we reveal this card, and then Loki decks out, so he gets a permanent celebration token on the main scheme. We shuffle up the discard pile here. Back into the deck. Okay, and then we resolve this Infinite Mischief. So shuffle the Infinity Stone deck, discard out into the Infinity Stone deck, and then reveal the top card. So we're going to shuffle these cards back in here. And hopefully it's not another Space Stone that's going to mill the encounter deck. Okay, and we're going to do this card, which is the Soul Stone. Okay. So now there's 2 Infinity Stones in play, and it is back to our turn. So Wolverine has a response. When your turn begins, heal damage from him. He has a healing factor. Then we're going to use Avengers Mansion so we can draw a card. Turn to a genius here. We definitely want to get down everything we can. So we do Mystic Senses first. So this is a double resource, so we can play our Mystic Senses here. So now we have 2 copies of the Mystic Senses, and we are looking really set up. Then we're going to use our Battle Mage ability to discard a Justice card, so we can remove 2 threat from the scheme. Let's take 2 off the main scheme. Dropping this from 6 down to 4. Then we can trigger both Mystic Senses and draw 2 cards now, because there's 2 of them. Okay. So this is currently a single resource because we have sustained a lot of damage. We're about to heal it back up. Do we play Maria Hill? Triskelion? I think I'm going to save the non-responsibility in our hand because I want to flip down right here. So let's use this. Let's use the Karmic Staff to generate a wild resource. This will be a second resource, so we can play Maria Hill. When she enters play, we can draw a card. And we got energy. We could just play Beast, be greedy. No, I have to get the Triskelion out in order to play Beast. That's fine. We're gonna save all this stuff, I guess. We'll save the triple, save non-responsibility. I guess we get rid of the energy then. So let's use this as a resource so we can play the Triskelion. This will increase our ally limit by 1, so we can now have up to 4 allies instead of just 3. All right, we're looking really good here. Let's have Maria Hill, Wolverine, and Wasp all thwart for 1, 2, 3, 4 to clear off the main scheme, and then they all take consequential damage. And then, do we want to discard. I think we do just discard one of them. We can just do this and save the not my responsibility. So let's flip down here to alter ego. And then we're going to use this alter ego action, spend a energy and mental resource right here, mental and energy, to discard a copy of Seduced. All right, and we're looking really good here because if we get an advance, we can not my responsibility yet. And yeah, we're looking set up. So it's gonna end our turn. Yeah, let's ready back up. And then we're gonna draw back up to our hand size of 6. We deck out, we get a face down encounter card. And then let's shuffle up our discard pile here. And then we're going to draw back up to 6, so 4 more cards. Alrighty. So it is, we got the not my responsibility. Let's put it on top. So it is Loki's turn. He's going to add 2 to the main scheme because of the acceleration. He's scheming here with a base of 2 plus 1 is 3 and a boost card of 0. So he's scheming for a total of 3 plus 1 actually, so it's going to be 4. So 4 plus 2 is 6 threat. That's fine. And then he's going to trigger both the stones here. So power stone says you are stunned. If you're already stunned, take 3 damage. That's fine. So we drop from 4 down to 1. And then this space stone, heal 3 damage. He's still at full hit points. We haven't damaged him yet. And plays his card in a thing. And he gets a face down boost card for his next activation. Then he's going to deal us an encounter card, total 2. First one is the Trickster. Swap Loki with the random set aside Loki villain. And he's going to activate. So we're going to switch this Loki. He keeps the toughness with one of these 4 right here. And then if he schemes out, then we use a not my responsibility to put it on an ally instead. So we got this Loki with 2 scheme. Okay. And he's going to keep the toughness. We put the rest of Loki set aside. This guy has retaliate as well. So he gets a boost card because he's activating against us. We're an alter ego, so he's scheming. And he gets his boost from the soul stone. So it's going to be, if it's an attack, it's not an attack, so we can ignore that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 threat added to the main scheme. So we would lose, but we can play not my responsibility as an interrupt. When any amount that we place on a scheme, you or your ally takes it as damage instead. Let's put it all on Maria Hill. She's going to take 8 damage, get knocked out. Then our last, and a no threat gets added to the main scheme. Our last encounter card is Lofty again with toughness. All right, it's back to our turn. When our turn begins, heal damage from Wolverine. And then we're going to use Avengers Mansion, so we can draw a card. Got a one way or another. Do we get the Frozen back out? I think we do. Okay, so we're going to have Wolverine attack Lofty for 3, and his attack type piercing, so that will knock off the tough. And then we're going to do 3 damage to Lofty. Oh, I forgot one major thing. So with Soul World here, after your deck runs out of cards, place a Soul counter here. Our deck ran out last turn, so we should have placed a Soul counter here. That's why we want to take the damage from the Power Stone. That drops us to 1, because now we can use Soul World. As an alter ego action, exhaust Soul World, remove a Soul counter from it, and heal all damage from your identity. So that will bring us from 1 back up to 11, our full hit points. So we're really healthy now. And we want to get rid of the Seduced here. So let's use the Cosmic Awareness. And we need a energy as well. I think we use either Kalu or Kesar. Probably Kalu. Let's see, what if we don't get our ally out? That's fine, we use Karmic Staff. So we use alter ego action, spend an energy and a mental resource. So a mental resource here, the Karmic Staff can exhaust itself to generate wild, which would be an energy to discard the second Seduced here. Okay, then we're going to use our, do we use Avatar of Life here? No, we can just, I'd rather save the resource in our hand. So let's flip over here to hero form. And then we're going to use our Battle Mage ability. So we discard a card from our hand. Let's discard Kesar. It's a Justice card that can remove 2 threat from a scheme. Let's take 2 off of the main. Drop us from 6 down to 4. Since we triggered the Battle Mage, we can draw a card with 2 Mystic Senses, so drawing 2 cards. Okay. Next, we're going to use the Karmic Blast here for Tic-Tac-Toe to move a physical, or to move the damage from Wasp over to a physical spot. Wasp's going to swing for 3, knock out Lofty. Should take consequential damage. Next, we're going to play a one way or another hero action, search the encounter for a side scheme, and reveal it. We're going to reveal good old Unnatural Storm, exhaust all allies in play. Every ally is already exhausted. Heroes and allies cannot be ready by player card effects. We're not going to use any player card effects to ready up our characters to scan. Coming in with 2 threat again, and we can now resolve the one way or another and draw 3. Hoping for some, okay, Nick is perfect here. Hoping for some expensive cards because we have the resources. So we're going to play Nick Fury here. This is a triple resource because we're at full hit points. So this is triple, and this is 1 more for a total of 4, which will play Nick Fury. When Nick Fury enters play, choose one. We're pick the one and draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Well, I like the quantum magic here. We gotta get out of boot camp soon, though. Yeah, nothing to really get with the quantum magic. So let's just attack to remove our stun. I guess we could just tic-tac-toe him. He has retaliate. Could play White Tiger. Okay, let's use this as 3 resources here, so we can play White Tiger. Each enters play from here, we can draw a card for each for the villain stage number. So stage number 1, we're just drawing 1 card. Shooting to arrows. Okay, and then we're going to, let's see, do we want a mental? And then it can be anything else. And we play a cosmic ward. I think we just save the quantum magic. Okay, so we're going to have use this as a resource, so it can play cosmic ward. So when you review a treachery card, cancel its one review effects and discard a cosmic ward. So we got this back down again. And then we are going to have Nick Fury swing for 2 at Loki. Oh, I forgot. Wolverine should have taken 2 consequential damage after he attacks. Whenever he attacked the Loki to knock off the tough and do 3 damage. So that's his damage. Nick Fury is going to swing for 2 at Loki, knock off his tough status card. Nick will take a retaliate because Loki has retaliate and a consequential damage. Then we're going to have White Tiger Thor for 2. Let's Thor from the main scheme here. It brings from 4 down to 2. And a White Tiger takes a consequential damage. Then we are going to use our tic-tac-toe here. So we're going to spend a mental resource to move a damage from Wasp over to a mental line. Then we're going to spend an energy resource to move a damage from Wolverine over to an energy line. Now when we did that, there is now 3 in a row. So we must discard this card and do damage to the enemy equal to the amount of things on here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. We're going to discard the tic-tac-toe and do 7 damage to an enemy. We're going to hit Loki for that 7. So that will bring him from 20 down to 13, our first damage to him this game. And that is not an attack activation, so he will not retaliate on us. And then that is going to end our turn. So let's ready back up. All of our allies, all of our supports, and the cosmic ward. Drawn back up to our hand sets of 6 because we have the Sorcerer Supreme, keeping the quantum magic in our hand. And I think we are fully in control now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so Loki's turn. Acceleration, he adds 2 threat, so it goes up to 4. He's going to attack to the base of 1 plus 1. It's 2. Gets a boost. We're going to have Nick Fury block this. The boost is 0. That will knock out Nick Fury, or a plus 1, so it's going to be 3 damage. Did I forget a stone somewhere? Let me see. Whenever he schemed, the Soul Stone Power Stone activated. We took the damage. Did I forget? We gave him a face down boost card. The boost card activated already with the Soul Stone. That means that he must have schemed again when we not my responsibility. So okay, I forgot. So whenever we played the not my responsibility, he schemed. After he schemed, he should have flipped an Infinity Stone with the Infinity Gauntlet. So I think I forgot to flip a stone. So this stone should already be out. After he attacks Nick Fury, I believe the stone will trigger now, so you are confused. And then now the stone gets discarded. I constantly forget to trigger the stones. Okay, so we get confused. Then we get a face-down encounter card from Loki, which is caught off guard, discard an upgrade or support you control. Oh, it's a treachery card, so the Cosmic Ward just cancels it. Because it's a force interrupt. Okay, and it's back to our turn. All right, let's see here. I think we definitely Quantum Magic and Nick Fury. Let's use Avengers Mansion so we can draw a card. I want to get Boot Camp out here as well. And we can start ramping up on him. So let's exhaust our Karmic Staff. No, let's first use Battle Mage. So discard a card from hand, a Justice card. That will remove 2 threat from a scheme. So let's actually drop from a Natural Storm, clearing out this side scheme. Whenever we trigger Battle Mage, we can draw 2 cards with the 2 Mystic Senses now. Okay, there's the Boot Camp. Okay, then we're going to use the Karmic Staff. Oh, I forgot. When a turn begins with huge damage from Wolverine, sorry guys, I'm forgetting a lot of little responses right now. Now we're going to exhaust the Karmic Staff to generate a wild resource. So we can play a Quantum Magic. Choose a card in your discard pile and add it to your hand. Let's get Nick Fury from this card here back to our hand. All right. Actually, wait a minute. Do we want Nick Fury? Or, okay, we're not gonna get Nick Fury. We're gonna get a tic-tac-toe from a discard pile. So we can choose any card that we want in discard. We're gonna get the tic-tac-toe. Actually, wait a minute. Do we have another Quantum Magic? We do have another Quantum Magic. So what's our deck looking like? If Nick draws it, what do we want to, let me see, we do this. No, that's fine. Yeah, we're gonna get the tic-tac-toe back to our hand with the effect of the Quantum Magic instead of Nick Fury. Okay, then we can play the tic-tac-toe back down again. This is a triple resource because we're at full hit points, so we can play Wraith. Then this is 3 resources right here, so we can play our Boot Camp here. So with Boot Camp in play, each ally you control gets +1 attack. I'm gonna put that over here because these cards don't exhaust. So every ally now has +1 attack. So everyone's pretty beefy here. And I could just save this stuff and play a Cosmic Ward to be super safe. And then we just do that. So this would be a resource to play our Cosmic Ward, so we have another one down to cancel the treacheries. Adam Warlock's gonna thwart to remove our Confuse. And then we're going to have Wasp, Wolverine, and Wraith all attack Loki. They all get +1 attack with the Boot Camp. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That will bring him from, oh, wait a minute, just kidding. He has Retaliate. We're not going to all attack him because we got the Loki with Retaliate right now. So we want to flip him over. But I'm not ready to kill him. I actually do want to kill this version of him. So let's have Wraith thwart for 1 from here. He'll take a consequential damage. Let's have Wolverine thwart for 1. Let's do it from here. He'll take a consequential damage. And then we're gonna have Wasp. Should she do anything? No, we're just gonna keep, what's our deck size? We're gonna deck out actually, so we get 2 encounter cards here. Do we just, yeah, we can have White Tiger block, that's fine. We're going to have Wasp thwart for 1 from the side scheme here. Drop it down to 2, should take a consequential damage. All right, that's gonna end our turn. Let's ready back up. And then we're gonna draw back up to our hand size of 6 with the Sorcerer Supreme. And we deck out here, getting all these 6 cards. We get a face down encounter card. And then let's shuffle up our discard pile here. Back to the deck, and we're really thinned out on our deck because of all the upgrades that we have. All right, so Loki's turn is gonna add 2 to the main scheme. It goes from 3 up to 5 because of the acceleration that we got whenever he decked out. He's gonna attack us with a base of 1 + 1 is 2. Boost, White Tiger blocks. 1, 2, 3, +2 is 5 damage. Knocks out White Tiger. Then he's gonna flip a stone. Then he deals an encounter card. First encounter card is Beguiled. Oh, this is not good. Attach the ally with the highest cost of Wolverine. And then treat the attached ally as a minion. And then, let's see. And then he now has a blank text box, so he won't be healing. Okay, so Wolverine's not a minion against us. He has 2 hit points, 1 scheme, 3 attack. Then we got Infinite Mischief. Shuffle the Infinity Stone deck. It's a treachery card, so we cancel the one of your effects with the Cosmic Ward. Okay. Okay, now it's back to our turn. Wolverine doesn't heal. He has 2 hit points, and he is our enemy now. But we got Beast. So I think we just, let's use our Battle Mage ability. Discard a card from your hand. Let's discard Sunfire. If it's an aggression card, we can do 2 damage to enemy. Let's hit Wolverine for 2 and just knock him out here. So we don't want this minion with three attack hitting us every turn. Then we can draw 2 cards with the 2 Mystic Senses. Then we're going to use Avengers Mansion, so we can draw another card here. Then we're going to Quantum Magic. So let's use this as a resource so we can play our Quantum Magic. Choose a card in your discard pile, add to your hand. Let's get Wolverine back to our hand here. And then we're going to use this as a triple resource. And then the Warlock's Cape will be 1 more. So actually, let's use a Gray Responsibility. No, we use Warlock's Cape. So this would be 1 more for a total of 4. So we can play Beast. When Beast enters play, we can choose a resource card from our discard pile or deck, add to your hand. So let's get the triple resource back to our hand. There's still a full hit point, so it's still a triple resource. This would be 4 resources here, so we can play Wolverine back down again. And then, let's see here. There's not really that much to do. We want to flip the main scheme so Loki doesn't retaliate. Is there a way to kill the retaliate one? Let's see if our guys attack right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can actually kill this Loki. I think we just kill him because the retaliate is a little bit annoying. Yeah, we're going to kill this version of Loki. So we're going to have Wolverine swing for 3. He has +1 attack with a boot camp. So he's going to do 4 damage to his Loki. That'll bring it from 13 down to 9. This Loki retaliates, hits Wolverine back for 1. Wolverine takes 2 consequential damage for attacking. So he's going to have 3 damage on him. Then we're going to have Beast swing for 2. +1 with boot camp is 3. That'll bring him from 9 down to 6. Same thing happens. He takes a damage from retaliate and a 1 consequential damage. And then we're going to have Wraith swing for 3 +1 with the boot camp. It's going to be 4. That'll bring Loki from 6 down to 2. Loki is going to retaliate. He takes 2 consequential damage. Wraith is defeated. And then he's not going to retaliate with this. So we're going to heal up Wasp. Let's use our tic-tac-toe. This would be an energy resource to move a damage from Wasp over to an energy line. And then let's use a mental resource here. Do we need this? Let's see if it gets an advance. I think we should save it. Let's use the wild resource here to move another damage from Wasp. And we choose anything we want. Let's put on a physical so I can heal up Wasp. She's going to swing now for 4 with the boot camp. That'll bring Loki from 2 down to 0. And we have officially defeated our first variant of Loki. When that happens, the main scheme says to reveal another set-aside Loki here. And the Loki will not retaliate because we defeated this Loki right here. So we got this one, and his attacks have piercing. So these Loki get set aside. This one gets removed from the game whenever it's defeated. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a side scheme is discarded, and then review that side scheme. So we're going to mill down here until we get a side scheme. We got the War in Asgard with the acceleration. Hinder 1 + 6 is going to be 7 threat. Okay, and then we did all of his triggers. And then it's still our turn. We have this in our hand, and we have Adam Warlock, who is just, and Loki should have 20 hit points now. And Adam Warlock's gonna Thor for 1. Let's take it off with the War in Asgard. Okay, that is gonna end our turn. Let's ready back up. We need to save this Great Responsibility just in case something bad happens. So we're gonna draw back up to our hand size here of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, because of the Sorcerer Supreme. It is Loki's turn. He's gonna add 1, 2, and then 1 more, so 3 to the main scheme. Goes up to 8. It loses if we hit 12. He's gonna hit for 2 + 1 and a boost card here with the Amplify. So we're gonna have Beast block his attack. The boost is 1, 2, 3 + 3. It's gonna be 6 damage. Knocks out Beast. Then he's going to trigger the Reality Stone. Discard an ally, upgrade, or support you control. Let's discard our Soul World. I don't think we need it anymore. Discard the stone. Then we get a face down encounter card, which is Devious Sorcery. When reviewed in hero form, you are stunned. So we just get stunned here. And that is easy breezy. So when our turn begins, he would damage from Wolverine. And then we're going to, let's take a look at our hand here. Definitely want to remove some threat. Yeah, we get the side scheme Loki. Actually, if we get the side scheme Loki, we can just trigger. We don't need to, I'm just going to ignore the side schemes here and gun Loki down. I think that is the best play. So let's use Avengers Mansion so we can draw a card. Then let's use our Battle Mage ability. Discard a card from your hand. We're going to discard Hulk, aggression card, so we can do 2 damage to an enemy with our effect. I would bring it from 20 down to 18. Then we trigger both Mystic Senses and draw 2. So 1, 2. Oof, we got Nick Fury and the Karmic Blast here. So I think we play Nick Fury. Okay, let's use 4 resources right here so we can play Nick Fury. When Nick Fury enters play, choose one. Let's pick the one to draw 3 cards. So 1, 2, 3. And then we have one more ally because our ally limit is 4 with the Triskelion. So do we play a Karmic Blast here? We kind of do need to kind of control that threat a little bit. I should use our Battle Mage ability to control the threat. That's fine. Let's see, what do we have in the discard? I guess we just keep saving the not my responsibility in our hand so that if he gets in advance, we don't die. Okay, so this is a triple resource because we're at full hit points to play Maria Hill. When she enters play, we can draw a card. Okay, and then what's our deck looking like? We are going to deck out. Actually, we can not deck out if we don't want to. That's fine. So let's attack. So he has no retaliate. This time we're going to have, we need to heal Wolverine. So we're going to use our Karmic Staff, exhaust it for tic-tac-toe, and move a damage from Wolverine over to a thing here. We can choose anything because we use a wild. Let's put it on the energy here. Okay, Wasp, Wolverine, Nick, and Maria Hill will all attack Loki, right? No, not Maria Hill because she's in Thor. So just these three guys attacks. Boot camp gives everyone +1. So 4 + 4 + 3 is going to be 11 damage on Loki. That'll bring it from 18 down to 7. All of our allies take a consequential damage. We have Maria Hill Thor for 2 from the main scheme, just in case. She's going to take a consequential damage. And then do we play a Karmic Blast here and not deck out? I think let's check our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do we just deck out here and keep the not my responsibility? Then we're going to be decking out anyways. Yeah, that's fine. We're going to use this as 2 resources so we can play Karmic Blast. I think we have everything under control. So do 4 damage to enemy, discard top 4 cards up to the top 4 cards of your deck. We're going to do all 4 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then for each, what's that card called? For each different aspect type, we only have the pool aspect, so just 1 aspect. So 1 extra damage. So 4 + 1 is 5. That'll bring Loki from 7 down to, oh wait, sorry, I'm stunned. I have to attack first. So we're going to use a basic attack to remove the stun real quick. Then we still play the Karmic Blast and do the same thing. So 5 damage to Loki, that'll bring it from 7 down to 2. That will resolve the Karmic Blast. And then it's going to end our turn here. Yeah, let's ready back up. Yeah, it's fine. We're ready back up. And we're going to draw back up to our hands of the 6 with the Sorcerer Supreme. We deck out, get a face down encounter card. So we just have to handle this turn right here. Shuffle up the discard pile here. Back to the deck. And we're going to draw, I think, 2 more cards back up to 6. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I should have threw away the Quantum Magic. That's okay. Oof, not the best hand. Okay, so Loki's turn. He's going to add 3 threats to the main scheme, right? Acceleration, and 1 normal one. So it goes up to 9. He is going to attack us with a base of 2 + 1. He gets a boost card here. Nick Fury blocks. The boost is 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's going to do 4 + 3, 7 damage. Knocks out Nick. Flips an Infinity Stone. We got the Space Stone. He's going to deal with an encounter card. First one is a minion here with toughness. And then last encounter card is Frozen. Attached to your identity. Attached identity cannot ready. We spend a physical and energy resource to discard this card. And then, yeah, that's it. But that's only as an alter ego action. So we got to flip down. We want to do that. Back to our turn. Wolverine's going to heal 1. Our turn begins. Okay, let's use Avengers Mansion. I need a Justice card. Okay, that is perfect there. Okay, so we are going to attempt to go for the kill here. I think. Yeah, okay. So we're going to have Maria Hill. She gets +1 attack with boot camp. The minion, the Frost Giant, does not have guards. So we're going to attack Loki. We're going to swing for 2 at Loki. That'll bring it from 2 down to 0. And we have defeated our second version of Loki. And then his one defeat effect is to discard cards on top of the encounter deck until a side scheme is defeated and review that side scheme. So let's remove him. We're just going to mill down here until we get a side scheme. Okay, and maybe there. Okay, here we go. So we got this guy right here. Open the Bifrost. Hinder 1 + 3 is going to be 4 threat. And then we reveal one of these random Lokis right here with the main scheme's effect after we defeat a Loki. And the one we got is, let's do this one. Okay, so this Loki cannot take damage while a side scheme is in play, but we are prepared for that. Maria Hill takes a consequence damage. She gets defeated. So we are now going to use our Battle Mage ability. Discard a card from hand. Let's discard K-Star. If it's a Justice card, we can remove 2 threat from a scheme. Let's take 2 off of this side scheme right here. When this side scheme is defeated, review the top card of the Infinity Stone deck. So right here, the Infinity Stone deck's out. So we shuffle up these stones here. And we recreate the deck. And then, oh, I forgot, Loki should have 20 hit points. Let's set that up. It's his final version here. So we have 3 versions. And then it says swap Loki with a random set aside Loki villain. So we can now swap this Loki with one of these 2 Lokis that don't take damage while side schemes in play. So it doesn't matter which one. Okay, let's do this one. And this one gets set aside again. Okay, so it's 20 hit points. And then, all right. Let's put it like, okay, so Adam Warlock cannot ready. Okay, so after we resolve Battle Mage, right, we used it to remove 2 different scheme by discarding K-Star. We can draw 2 cards because we have 2 Mystic Senses here. Okay, so this is a triple resource, right, because we're still at full hit points. So we can play Hulk. All of our allies have +1 attack here, right? So Wasp is going to swing for 4 at Loki because there's no guard. That's going to drop him from 20 down to 16. Wasp takes a consequential damage. Wolverine's going to swing for 4. That will bring him from 16 down to 12. Wolverine will take 2 consequential damage for attacking. He's up to 1 hit point left. And then we're going to have Hulk swing for 3 + 1. With the boot camp, it's 4. That will bring Loki from 12 down to 8. Hulk has a force response after he attacks his card top card of your deck. If it is a physical resource, we can do 2 damage to an enemy. Awesome. So 2 more damage on Loki. That'll bring from 8 down to 6. And Hulk will take a consequential damage. And then we have damage either way because we can just tic-tac-toe. But we're going to play a Karmic Blast here. And let me see, do I want to plan around the tic-tac-toe? So we have the Karmic Blast, but actually we're just going to tic-tac-toe him. So let's use when you use tic-tac-toe, discard a mental resource, move a damage from a character to a mental line. Then we're going to tic-tac-toe again, mental resource, move another damage to a mental line. Then we're going to use a physical resource right here to move a damage to a physical line, I mean. And then we're going to use an energy resource here to move a damage from Wolverine. So it goes from 3 to 2, or 3 right here, and then we move a damage from him to an energy line. And then whenever there are 3 in a line now, we discard the tic-tac-toe and do damage to him, to an enemy. So discarding it, and we have 7 counters here. So we're going to hit this last Loki for 7, and that will bring him from 6 down to 0. And that is Loki on expert mode.